Sonic.exe. Now don't get me wrong, this part is actually quite good. If it wasn't for the end, but otherwise it's all good. Except for the end. Okay, I'll tell you what I mean. By the way, there's a game of this, so if you want to shit yourself, go ahead. The story starts with a wee lad called Joe. No, not really. And he once got a knock on his door. When he went out to see what was door, he saw a compact disc on the ground that had Sonic.exe written on it. There was also a note that told him not to play it, cause you know, the Pandora's Box story was never retold a bajillion times before already. So he played the game because he was like, how harmless can a game be? It's a Sonic game. A Sonic game never hurt or mentally scarred anyone. Except for Sonic CD, but whatever, I'll still play it. And boy, did he regret that, as he writes in the creepypasta about 1,000 times. So he put the game in the PC, and there was title screen, and there be Sonic, but with black eyes and a red dot, which is called a pupil. Something that the writer never managed to remember, I guess. He also had bloody tears, because he needed his eyes to look as scary as possible. But what we don't realize is that this Sonic has a rare disease called Postificationifus. Let's just say it hurts. Anyway, there's a lot more things that are also scary, I guess. Like how it says Sega 666. Wait, holy shit. Sega started as early as year 666? What did they do before they made video games? Were they working for the church? Were they educated? How did they make a creepy game about a blue hedgehog with Postificationifus that 2 years later became a hit children's game? I'll tell you how. Magic. That's how. Anyway, he started the game, which is like Sonic 1, but more evil, and you play as everyone except for Sonic. So he picked Tails, and the fox goes around in a flat area. Later, there are animals that are gutted, hanged, and missing limbs. They are always missing limbs. Let no one tell you different. Yeah, so it's very scary and all. Then Sonic starts chasing you with drowning music, of course, because it's like the music is telling you, move your ass, bitch, and you're like, well, if this fucking fox could move faster than a turtle with no legs, I would consider running. But the Sonic catches Tails, and there be screaming and stuff. I also forgot to mention that Tails takes his sweet time to look at the camera and cry. It's weird. It kind of reminds me of Isaac. Oh my goodness. That means absolutely nothing. Okay, so the quick blue porcupine kills the lazy fox, and you get a screen that says something like, "G'day, mate, you wanna play some boggle?" Why does it say that? Well, I'll answer that question with another question. Fuck you. So then you play as Knuckles, where the player describes the level for about half an hour. It looks like a place but on fire, and there be background music that is backwards. And then Knuckles gets raped by Sonic. I'm not kidding. Play the game, trust me. He gets behind him and everything. It's hilarious. And then the screen says something like, let's play hide and seek, I think. And then you go as Robotnik, being a there, I said it. Now shut up. So you go through a place, and then, big shocker, Sonic kills him. Then he says, found you, and then he shows off his big teeth, stares at you for about half a month, greatest turning God to ever, and then he says, I am God. There are no religious comments complaining about that bit. Anyway, the screen then says, ready for round 2, and then the player falls asleep. Yeah, I'd fall asleep too if there was a still image of a hedgehog for that long. And he had a dream where he's like, I will steal your soul and use it as a napkin after I finish masturbating. Also, I did this with your friend as well. And then the guy said, I'll wake up. And then he threw the game away, I guess. Smart man. So that was a fairly good pass. Oh yeah, I forgot the ending. A Sonic doll appears behind him. Stupid, I know. Well, that was pretty much it. Please suggest more video game pastas for me to review. Preferably stupid ones, because those are easier to make fun of.